VSC, VSC, VSC.
Good morning and welcome to the most dangerous show of the week. Also the shortest today.
On speed because we got going late because life. No, we have all these lovely packages that we're trying to get ready to send out because y'all are taking advantage of my birthday discount.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to me and happy savings to you. Before I even do introductions, I'll remind you of that and then it's out of the way because we have like 15 minutes. We'll probably go for longer, but if customers come, we'll have to sign off. So my birthday's today.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And we started it yesterday. We already have people taking advantage. We have a birthday discount for anybody. You got to contact the shop. You can't just redeem it online, but you can contact the shop to take advantage of 20% off one time a year. It doesn't have to be on your birthday. It can feel more special if it is. One time a year, you can save 20% on a purchase. So I'm offering you my birthday. I feel like the car salesman who's like, we're giving you our discount.
Yes.
For 1 week only. It started yesterday. It's ending next Monday. 20%. Rebecca birthday. No spaces. We'll save you 20% online. If you come into the shop, especially if I'm tired, if you wish me happy birthday at the door, that's fantastic. I will not remember when I check you out. You will have to, at the register, say, I would like your birthday discount, please. I won't take offense. It'd be wonderful.
If I am checking you out and you've mentioned Rebecca's birthday to Rebecca,
even 2 minutes
please
before the
remind
register.
me.
Yes, you need to remind us that. You can even say, I didn't wish her a happy birthday to get the discount, but I'd like the discount, please, because we will forget. I've already done it once. So, hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in actually kind of sunny and hopefully going to warm up today before the rain and everything and horribleness comes in later. Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
All right. And it is a VSC, which is virtual shopping channel where we tell you about yarn that we're going to put on sale. So, I brought my coffee in today and then I got going on packages and it's not that hot anymore, but it's still coffee. So on Wednesdays, we show you things that are going to be 15% off with the right code. And you cannot combine codes. You can only use one. Same thing in the shop. We can only put one discount in. So, this week we're going to talk about things, but I would go with the Rebecca's birthday 20% off discount. The product of the week is only 15% off. If you miss all of this and you find everything on Tuesday, then you'll use the 15% off discount. But you should do you and pick which discount you want to use, but know that 20% off on everything is going until next Monday with Rebecca birthday. If you want to use the product of the week discount, which will only be today through the 16th, you would put product space of space the space week because we just set it up that way. It's a little obnoxious, but it's what it is. We're not changing it. So at this point, people have their everything set. If I changed it now, there would be chaos in the streets.
Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
See, that's why I usually have to let her interrupt me because otherwise I will just rampage on and we won't remember.
We don't have the fancy kind of website that you can have multiple
discounts on different things,
codes.
Yeah, and it's not like save 20% and then save 15% off that. No, just pick the one that saves you the most money. Yay. And discounts can't be combined with shop credit if you're coming in to buy things in the shop. You can take a discount or use your shop credit. We can check which one will save you more money. We can do the math for you if you like. So anyway, so we've picked out one yarn that we just got a restock on most colors. So, we figured it would be good to highlight it. And I want to start a sweater with it. I've been told I can't start a sweater until Christmas break, but I'm plotting. It gives me time to get the right colors.
It's also great yarn for hats and
it's great
shawls and it's a great.
I have things to show off. And then our notion is just a new fun thing. It's not a super expensive thing, but we're just letting you know it's here. It's not like you're going to save oodles of money because it's already pretty inexpensive to begin with. But we think
let's do the notion first.
Okay, good. Let's do that.
So
You took one out. That's so
I
cute.
took one out.
So because we don't even know what they're like because we just got them in. You know how it's very trendy right now to see little tags on garments or around the corner of a hat. This one would be hard because the writing,
fold it.
You can't really fold it the way you can see the foldy ones on hats. The trend is for leather tags that are super cute and super expensive. So we got in the next best thing. We got these little faux leather tags. You get what you pay for. They're not super expensive. Know that going in.
They're cute.
These aren't top quality, but they're cute. Yes.
They are $4.95 for a package of 6. So they're
It's less than $1 tag.
great to throw a tag on something that.
And they so they're faux leather. They kind of look like leather, but they're not. Which I don't know if that means they're machine washable or not. Does the tag say?
It does not say.
So just be careful with that. That's a problem with the leather ones too, to be quite honest. Yes. I think.
The pack that Rebecca is holding, it's just the label, Boye garment label love, and one says crafted for you, handmade with love, and made for you. And Rebecca's got the made for you.
I have the made for you with cute little, it's pre-punched with holes so you can sew them on. The picture has someone using the yarn to sew. It's got to be really thin yarn to sew. I would probably sew it with thread. Because it would hold up better too. But it's got 2 holes. One of these, the hole's not very well punched, but 2 holes in each corner. So 8 holes total. And these are the cutesy ones. They're the love
sweet,
ones.
happy ones.
Yeah, they're both project labels. They both look the same from the front. But these are the cute happy ones. I mean, the other ones are happy too. They're just fun. So, but these are the if you're just being straight up made for you. Ta-da! Yes.
Then we have the sarcastic ones. This took forever, one of a kind, and you better use this.
Yeah, you want to hold it up maybe so they can. I'm making her move. But yeah, they're cute. They're absolutely cute. So there's 3 labels and 6 in each package. So you get 2 of each. And it's already fairly inexpensive, but in case you want fun embellishments for your finished pieces, this could go inside, you know, where a label would go, or this could go on the outside if you want to make a little statement on something. The sarcastic ones could be really fun for a hat in the wintertime, just to like have on the outside. I don't know how they'll wear. I don't know if they're machine washable. I kind of doubt it, but you know, you could test it. We could test it and get back to you, but I don't know when we'll have time. I just thought they were cute.
We don't necessarily machine wash our hand knits.
That's true.
You know,
it might hold up to hand washing if you're delicate with it. The fancy ones, like you've gotten the fancy ones before, right?
I have ordered some custom made ones. They were expensive. And
there were ones you could wrap around
and
sew on and have, she can have custom printing on them and stuff. And we don't have those in the shop. I wish we did. It'd be fun to have cute, trendy things like that in the shop. But you got them handmade from someone on Etsy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hunt them down if you want those. But if you would like some inexpensive little fun things to put on your knitting or crochet.
We also have other sticker type or other label type things.
We have some fabric-y labels. Some of them are iron on, and so they're more made for like sewing garments and stuff, but I brought them in.
Buttons that say handmade.
Okay.
For like
I wasn't even thinking of that like in the same category, but technically, yeah, we have had one of the sizes of our handmade buttons we're out of, like the teeny tiny, but you know, buttons are hard to get in right now. Anyway, but just in case someone runs up and says, I must come shop at 10 o'clock, we have like 9 minutes. The yarn that we'd like to showcase, because we just got a Berroco order in, is Berroco Ultra Alpaca. And this stuff, I'm wearing a sweater made out of one color, the deepest raspberry on this is Berroco Ultra Alpaca. The other 2 colors are Sugar Bush Rapture, which is about to go to the way of the dodo. So, but they're all very soft and wonderful. The Ultra Alpaca is not quite as soft as the Rapture, but like if you want the stability of wool and the softness of alpaca, this is the sorry, we're not supposed to use that anymore because some cultures find that an offensive hand sign. But I keep defaulting to it. It's funny. I didn't realize how often I use a thumbs up. This should be in your repertoire. It's a worsted weight. Liz is about to read stats on it. It's a worsted weight. It's a thin worsted weight, I would say. It's a little soft, like almost as good stitch definition as 100% wool, but it's going to wear a little better against your skin, that kind of stuff. I have more to say, but read the stats.
It is 219 yards per 100 grams. So it's a pretty reliable worsted. It's not like Encore worsted that's 200.
Encore's 200, but a lot of the Cascade 100% wool is 220.
Yeah.
So it's right in league with that. It almost looks exactly like the Cascade 220. It's just a little softer.
Yep.
Because
50% alpaca and 50% Peruvian wool.
Mm-hmm.
It is really yummy. Hand wash in cool water, lay flat to dry. They're recommending a US 8 or a 5mm needle, or an H hook or a 5mm hook.
And we have a billion colors. We've only pulled out a handful. Liz pulled out, I tasked her with pulling out some of them. Most, if not all, are listed online. I might need to get up, like, I don't know if the Navy made it up online. I'll work on that. Here's the thing. I'm about to show you. I made Andrea Mowry's honey moss with it, and it's fantastic. Here's the thing about Ultra Alpaca is if you are craving a sweater made out of alpaca because you know it's soft, we usually caution people against that because alpaca doesn't, you've talked about it, like it doesn't have the structure to keep its shape. It's so soft and wonderful of an animal fiber that it tends to grow under its own weight. And so you need something to stabilize it, to help keep the structure if you want a garment. And half wool, that's perfect. The very first sweater, I feel like, it wasn't the very first sweater I made for someone else. That was out of really cheap stuff for my ex-husband. And that was my lesson on gauge. Story for another day. I made a sweater for my dad, though, out of Ultra Alpaca back before I was a yarn shop owner, from another yarn from another shop. But it was glorious because it was from like a book that had patterns for men in it, right? The kind of manly knitting and what have you. I forget what the name of it was. I think it's at home. I'll tell you if I find it. But it was one of those, like, it was ribbed, but the purl part of it had texture to it. So it had more of ridges in it. I think that the Ready Set Raglan has a very similar type of pattern. I'm pretty sure what I made for him was a pieced sweater. And it was a green, but not this green, but very close to this green. It was not quite as warm as this green. I would call this like a pea green. And he might even still have it. I haven't asked him, but he was very happy when he got it. And I think the shape has held up really well. Like it's a little, like it's softer. The stitch definition is not quite as crisp, but this is Andrea Mowry's honey moss. And this has cables. This is 5 skeins of Ultra Alpaca. It has cables and lace. And I think the stitch definition,
it is gorgeous.
For the softness you're going to get from it, it's wonderful. It's got the stitch definition. It's not as boisterous as like the Cascade Friday Harbor or just a straight up wool. But it's got the same twist. If you can see that, it's just because of the alpaca, it'll be a little softer. It's got the same twist as Cascade 220 type of stuff. Most of our colors, not all of them, but a good chunk of them are heathery, which is kind of fun. Like they're either heathery or a nice solid, but they've got a soft loft to it. So you've got a red. I'm shocked. I say shocked that you picked a red.
It's my sweater color. My my little short red. I wore the sweater in yesterday. I didn't have it during filming. But
the Isabel Kramer.
My Isabel Kramer.
Yes, you made it out of Ultra Alpaca.
I made it out of Ultra Alpaca.
We
red
might have to.
It is, yeah.
We might have to show that off another day if you bring it back in. Here's the deal with and she's going to tell you the color number. We have them just numbered on Berroco's site. They have color names, but when I order, my invoice comes in without the fancy color names. So I could go and put the names in if I have time this week. But for the most part right now, they're labeled in my photos by number. So look for those, but I also could add in on the drop-down menu, the color names, if that helps identify what you're looking at. Excuse me. So what's that color number?
two. Sorry.
They all start with 6.
6234.
6234. And that it's nice. It's like, it's not quite a tomato red.
It's a proper red.
It's not too warm or too purpley. It's a nice red. I like that. And the other color she's got right next to it is her other favorite color is black. What's the color? And that's a nice, like there actually is I want to say there's different Descent sweaters and things, but there's a Ruth Bader Ginsburg sweater out there that's black with the collar knit in white or natural, and it's written for Ultra Alpaca. By the way.
When I need a worsted weight black, I own a
Mm-hmm.
because it's my favorite.
It's a pretty decent dark black. Again, since it's not 100% wool, it's not the darkest black you'll find, but it's pretty good. There's also, we've got the natural here, right? So
Yep,
not to reach over to your side of the table here.
This is 6245.
6201 is the natural. Now, in a lot of quality yarns, you're not going to have a white in wool, because white you have to actually bleach it and it won't behave as well. Wool's animal fibers. So the closest you're going to get to a white is going to be this natural color. It's going to be a little off white. So
I only pulled one of the 3 grays, 6207. It's a nice charcoal.
Really nice charcoal. We have a light gray that is heathery, and we have a light gray that's not heathery, and they're both absolutely lovely. I'm going to start going. So of what we just showed off, the charcoal's the only one that kind of, when we say heathery, we mean it's got little flecks of another color in it. Often that can mean just like a little bit of a gradient of a lighter color, kind of marled in, not marled, that's not the right word, but you can see little tones of a lighter version of the same color. Some of these you'll see other colors though in it. I'm going for some of the ones that I would not consider heathered to kind of get them out. Like if it's not clear from the photo, if one of our Ultra Alpacas is heathery or not, contact us and we'll tell you. The navy, we recently brought in a navy. I think we only have 5 right now, but someone requested it, so we brought it in. And it is not a heathery color, but it is a really nice navy. It's not a super dark navy, but it's a nice solid navy. Like as we're filming and I'm looking at this, it looks darker on screen than it is. But it is 6234, and I think it's one of the few colors that will say the color name next to it. I'll try to fix that today if I have time. Another one, this is a nice mustardy yellow. It is not heathery that I can tell, not noticeably heathery. We have someone walking up and it is 10 o'clock. So if you want to, I'm going to try to wrap up, but
Okay.
if you want to ask her if she can wait just a couple minutes, because she's trying to yank on the door, because it's 10 and it should be unlocked, but we haven't unlocked it yet. This is 6253. Let her know we're opening up, and I'll try to wrap up here. 6267 it's a bright raspberry. I'd like to show the rest of these off, but we really should let our customer in. So we'll try to show off more colors tomorrow. And we will see you tomorrow for Dear Becky and Lizzy. And I'm sorry to cut this short, but I started filming late. So bye.